guys, Crew Blind Way back. I'm Aaron.
Eric.
And we've had a disruption in transmission, which can only mean one thing.
Invasion.
Of secret. It should be secret invasion because they shouldn't have told us that part.
Because it's a secret?
Yeah, it's a
so
secret.
Just invasion?
Yeah.
Like you're expecting the invasion.
Now we know it's coming.
But it's a secret invasion. That ruins everything.
No, we've seen a trailer for this and it looks really cool and I'm excited to get into this. We did get it early, which was really cool, but that also means we won't be having Q&As in this.
Not for the first two.
I don't know. We won't be able to talk about polls either. We might have a poll, and you can go vote, but we won't be able to talk about it in the next episode. So, first two episodes, no Q&As.
And you might be thinking, wow, you're so lucky to have such a great viewing experience early. Well, sometimes, but also when they give us these, it has our email, giant email right in the middle of the screen.
Sure.
So it's not that lucky.
Sure.
Okay, I gotta look around it.
Yeah.
And I have really good eyesight, so I see it all the time.
You're just staring at it.
Yeah.
But
Really good eyesight.
We're here with Secret Invasion first time. I believe we're going to be getting to see what Nick Fury's been doing, which would be really cool.
Yep.
Because we've seen him some, and then we found out we didn't see him. That was someone else.
Yeah.
And then we saw where he was, and we didn't get to see him very much.
Yeah.
So what has he been doing? What does
I
he
am
know?
confused.
And why are we being invaded?
Why? I don't know. We're gonna find out in this series. It's a Disney Plus show, and this is the first episode. And even though we are watching this early with the screener, you're gonna be able to sync up the full-length reaction that we're offering to everybody down in the description and the pinned comment. You can click that link, sync it up with your version of Disney Plus, watch the entire episode with us, and if it's something that you enjoy, consider subscribing or being a patron over at patreon.com/blindwave, so that you can do that for the whole show and every show we've ever done.
There's a lot of them.
For years.
Some of the early stuff didn't have full length, but
Yeah.
a lot of stuff we have
Absolutely.
has full length.
All right, Aaron, let's find out what the show's gonna be like.
Secret button hit! No. It stopped. It stopped.
Yes,
Ross.
I'll be right there.
Yay.
Don't move.
He was arrested, right? And then broken out of jail or transport.
Yes.
So he should be like a fugitive probably, right?
Yes.
Or fake.
I'm going on an adventure.
The atmosphere has been tense.
There is an architect to that tension, Agent Ross. These attacks are escalating. If they hit the soil of the major power,
So you think the same people are behind all of this?
not people. Skrulls. This didn't start yesterday. It started 30 years ago when the Skrulls found Earth. Carol
The 90s.
Danvers and Nick
Yep.
Fury.
Carol Danvers, yep.
A new planet. But now they don't want just any planet. They want ours.
Aren't they helping us? Maybe some of them are helping us.
Then where is Fury?
He's on SABRE. God, and if I'm gonna bring him
SABRE.
down for whatever the hell this is, I need to give him something more than just theories. I need evidence.
Yeah. I need evidence.
Does he have evidence? Does he have a Skrull?
All these other attacks, they would be nothing compared to this. This is the one that sets the world on fire.
It's a big phone.
I think it's a tablet.
Oh.
It's a hologram.
Oh. It's the one.
I want to see what it is.
Like you don't already know.
So let me take this, and I'll give the information to Fury, okay?
Want SABRE?
Is one of
He doesn't trust him.
one of them the Skrull. Ross must be a Skrull.
You think Ross is a Skrull? Oh my god. Oh my god. But what if he's not and you just kill him? Oh, he did have that little pistol. What was that guy's name?
Prescott.
Prescott? I don't know why I'm asking now.
Who's this? Who's that?
Oh,
Who's
the guy
that phone?
following him. I understand.
I need an extract.
Hell! Who was this guy?
I don't know.
Was Marietta Hill's Skrull too in Spider-Man? Fury was.
Yeah.
Was it Hill too? I'm trying to remember.
It's been a while since I watched
Yeah.
Far From Home.
Jeez! I didn't know he got hit by a car.
Cool shot. If it were me, I'd have sets of guys doing that, so I didn't have to run up the whole way.
They might.
It's a great shot, but I'm too lazy for this.
Who is this guy?
He's Russian. Sometimes they chase you.
They're both Russian.
Have you been to Russia?
They're very fast.
Oh, he just Tom Cruise that!
He didn't even make it. Who is alive?
Is he a
He's a Skrull.
Ross, man? That looks so bad. Are you okay? Or is this Talos?
Show me your hands.
That's okay.
Oh, he's a Skrull.
Delos.
You sure? That's Talos. The Russian was Talos.
Chasing him.
Is he a Skrull?
He has to be. Can't trust anyone, Aaron. Damn. I for a second was like, no, don't kill Ross.
Was his ankle broken?
I think a lot was broken in him.
Man, I went through that and be like, nah, Ross isn't. I don't know, maybe that guy is. Maria could be it.
I know. I don't think we can trust anybody. Oh, this is cool.
It's like Close Encounters.
Yeah. It's just made with AI. Looks like it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like an imitation of art, like the imitation of life that Skrulls make, you know? Olivia Colman forgot. Oh, I'm so happy.
Dude, this is some alien stuff.
Is someone coming back from SABRE?
It's gotta be Nick. That looks so alien, freaky.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
Look at his beard.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I grew my beard just for this.
You've had that.
I know. Well, it's been a long time coming.
Oh, okay. Whoa, what's that?
Some type of lava lamp nightlight thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Whoa. It's weird to see him trust someone. I think it's the most intimate we've ever seen Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
I got kicked off the council, pushed into exile, but Gravik, mate, he took your abandonment that much harder.
The Skrulls felt abandoned by Nick Fury?
Well, Gravik's trying to start a war between Russia and the United States.
That was Prescott's theory.
And he's gonna use this bomb to do it.
We brought you here for a reason. If he succeeds, your species will cease to exist.
And the Skrulls will be fine.
Radiation everywhere, right?
We have a situation,
Play
Mr.
dead.
President.
Concerning?
Rhodey.
We haven't been able to decode it yet, but we know they're old friends. Given the fact that I could reach neither Agent Hill nor Agent Fury, they're effectively AWOL.
Deal with it.
Yes, sir.
Did they fix his paralysis? Or has he still got like metal legs?
Probably still has the, yeah. I don't know if you can fix it.
I don't know either. I just sometimes in these things they do that stuff. He's fine now. Some kind of alien stuff. Or is he a Skrull? And they didn't realize he was paralyzed.
Anybody can be a Skrull, Aaron.
See?
Anybody.
That's why it's an important question to ask. Mocking me.
You're right.
They could be Skrulls. Or they could just be looking at this man with these scars on his face.
That stands out.
You know, yeah. Doesn't that stand out? Nighttime in Russia, the little girl with a big bright wall. How late is it? She should be in bed.
What was it she said?
Ah, see? It was a trap!
Damn!
Maybe this was his goal.
Yeah. Who just goes and has a stroll when you're a secret
Yes,
spy?
bring the trap.
Large black man, Moscow. Well, it could either be Nick Fury or the ghost of Paul Robeson. Okay, go ahead. Take the hood off.
Olivia Colman.
I mean this as a friend, Fury. But go back to your space station. You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us. I'll have one of my thugs drop you back at the safe house.
He just calls it
That's all right.
men.
I'll walk.
See who else kidnaps me that I can work with.
He jogs about that Kazakhstan thing.
Call him, brother.
Oh my god, I think you put a camera in that owl. Did you already know that?
Good eye, Eric.
How'd you know that? This is a cool location.
Skrull kids.
Kids, don't get in that water.
No.
Oh, that's so cool. Wanna play?
Huh.
Are these the people that they've taken their identity? Maybe? I don't know.
Bring in the shell.
So they need the people here. So does that mean Ross is here?
Take his face.
Where they also change their clothes.
Good advantage.
No!
They're just making their skin look like clothes, right?
Now take his mind.
So they can get all the memories and stuff too.
Yeah. It's really hard to tell the difference. Now when they take it, do they keep it?
I assume so.
Like they both have this now? It's like a copy?
Vasily Poproshin, former Chechen rebel, owns a high-end gallery in the city centre, restores pigment to paintings and radioactivity to bombs.
Send in a raid now.
Yeah, if by now you mean wait until a Skrull rebel picks up the devices in order to follow them to their hideout, then yes, I totally agree.
I'm considered good looking amongst my kind.
You know, I know a bunch of good-looking Skrulls. You ain't one.
Okay.
Look, Gravik knows that mercy's your weakness. Time for you to prove him wrong.
Yeah, okay.
It really seems like Samuel Jackson's having a good time.
You're my 6 status.
Yep, he's a Skrull. I didn't show too much.
All set.
Okay, that makes more sense as Talos.
Not bad for a 136-year-old. Well, you know, not even 40 in human years. Haven't even gone on my midlife crisis shopping spree yet. Hey, what you get for yours? The Avengers.
For his midlife crisis.
Sorry, but you gentlemen will have to call it another time. I'm late for an appointment.
Oh, well, who you meeting with?
My wife, Mr.
Lives in Miami with a soccer player.
Oh, so we're gonna go ahead and call that a lie. Everybody gets 1. Nobody gets 2. I just told you, everybody gets 1. Nobody gets 2.
You going to shoot me?
Maybe. Well, probably.
Oh!
Right now. Where are the bombs?
He's a Skrull.
Your name's not Keller.
Status.
Skrull. Name is Talos.
Oh, jeez. Damn.
He just
I got
sat in the
this.
chair.
You sure?
Are we blind? Deploy the garrison. Oh, I like that. I love the camera work too. I give was cutting.
Tell me where the bombs are.
You betray all people.
Oh, what a shot! Oh, speaking of,
Here's a couple shots for you.
ain't bulletproof.
I said no.
He didn't want to kill the Skrull.
I mean, it's still one of his people.
Yeah, and he said too about like your weakness is mercy kind of thing, right? Oh, no. She's strong. She's a Skrull.
Feels good though. And she's stronger. He's got the advantage.
Where'd he go?
She.
Maybe they caught up.
I think he is a she, and I think she is a changeling.
It's true. All those things match up.
It's what you always say, but there's always another.
God.
Oh.
You know that I'll protect you.
You can't
protect anyone.
Gaia, I know.
It complicates things.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready for this, Fury. There's a very real threat out there. You were never the same after the blip. You always told me there is no shame in walking away when the steps are uncertain.
I lost faith in Fury. Of course, he lost faith too, I guess, right?
The man needs to. He's not able to retire, you know? He's got to be just tired. He got blipped. All the work that he did to protect our Earth. Not like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Добрый вечер. Покровские ворота.
Did they go to Russia and film? I'm gonna assume so. Everything looks
Everything
pretty
looks
authentic.
Russian? Hey, he
well, at
was
least the establishing shots. So he was the taxi cab and she...
Ah.
The attack is planned for tomorrow. Unity Day. There are 3 bombs. And Gravik knows you'll be there.
How?
I don't know. There's so many operatives in
This
the
is gotta
field.
be the bait, right?
100 at least.
I mean, 3 bombs.
Most of their identities are kept secret, even from us.
I guess she meant to say this stuff to him. you know?
Sure, like this is all part of it.
I'm not trusting anybody. I don't know.
It's only these 3.
Yeah, and they put glasses on, so they're disguised just like Clark Kent. No one we will tell that they're
Maria
Nick
didn't do it.
Fury.
Infrared. Got it.
She's got 2 bags. Does that count as 2 or 1?
It's 2 marks. I'm gonna count 2.
We missed the pass.
Now they're gone.
Dang. Smooth.
Got one carrier going northeast. The other going south.
Oh, that's that. Okay, I
Let's
recognize
move.
that guy. That's the one that just
Yeah, the new
took
one.
his form. What?
I told you there's something weird about a little girl in the middle of the night with a big old white ball.
What are you gonna do? Go kick her?
Yes.
All right.
Tell her I was trying to kick the ball.
Okay. I missed.
Sorry. Is the bomb a ball? The ball a bomb? The ball bomb?
That's the dude that he bought vodka for, right? Isn't it?
Where's the ball? Who's that? The girl on the bench. They know, they know, they know.
God damn it.
Gravik?
Yeah,
It's been him the whole time?
I guess.
Dang.
That's so many people, man.
3 bombs.
I don't think it's a radioactive one, though. I mean, maybe it is.
Help!
No! Oh, what?
Can't shoot into the crowd.
How many bombs they have?
You.
No!
And she's been here since the first Avengers.
I know.
I'm so mad. If I see a Skrull, I'm stabbing it with my pen. Oh, special guest star. That's that's so dirty. They're making the thing series regular. Special guest star, first credit. Ah, damn it. I hate that I like that.
Man, guest star. Like,
I know that. Like, I'm really upset if she's dead. I'm assuming she is, but you know, it's a superhero show. But still, yeah. When she showed up, I'm like, all right, she's gonna be in the whole show, and that's cool.
Sure.
Special guest star.
No, I get what you mean. It's like what we were talking about with Don Cheadle.
Rhodey.
Yeah. I'm like, I can think of Don Cheadle. What's his name? Like he was paralyzed. And we're like, oh no, you know. And then like now it's kind of like that didn't happen really. You know, he's able to just walk around and do whatever, and it's not like there was terrible repercussions. Here it's kind of the same thing where it's like, could there be a thing where it's like, well, she is okay, but she seemed to have been dead. You know, I don't know. How many deaths have we had that haven't been deaths? Bucky died, but he didn't die. You know.
I mean, the difference is
body.
We saw her die. We got the moment of death, you know? So I believe it. Like, that's my default. If it changes later, then I will be surprised. But
we saw Thanos die.
We did.
Then he was back.
He was.
From time. But he was, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Maybe we can go back in time and get Maria Hill.
Or let her rest.
Yeah, I don't know. It
you know, she's had a tumultuous life.
We lost Coulson, you know, a time or two. You know, like Maria Hill's kind of like one of the last like agents that
S.H.I.E.L.D.
we've had from S.H.I.E.L.D. from so long, and I already feel like we're getting to the point where we probably won't have Sam Jackson too much longer as Nick Fury. You know, like I know he's getting older. I don't know how long he's gonna keep doing these.
This might be his swan song.
Yeah, I know.
You know, this is the first like Nick Fury led thing, right?
Yeah.
He's always been a supportive character and everything else. So,
but like he died before.
I mean, I guess
but we didn't see his body either.
Yeah, I mean, even with Captain Marvel, he was still supporting.
Yeah.
Even though he was
in it a good bit.
More,
yeah. And younger.
Yeah. All right. Well,
this thing has me just. I'm just like, are they with them? With those guys, you know? And then like,
which is the feeling from the comic book arc. So
is it?
That's good.
Well, and then there at the end,
this doesn't have any of the big Avenger characters.
Yeah. That girl with the ball, and then the girl who had been like kissing on the bench. I'm pretty sure that's who that was. The guy at the bar being like, "Keep staring, you're still ugly," you know.
So
like
that was him the entire time.
I think all these moments, all these places, have been him.
Gravik.
He's been watching.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Look," and he had like 6 different people in him. But yeah, just him being everywhere. Now it's like there's no one you trust. Even Ross was bad.
And you know, Nick's on his back foot. You know, like after the snap, they said that he changed.
Sure.
He can't see as well as he used to, even with his good eye. He has a limp.
I think the way he looks and like the limp, the way he acts and stuff like that too, kind of translates well because like you see the flashback where he's thinking of him being snapped away, and it's still him with like no beard, the eye patch, like it's like that traditional Nick Fury kind of look, right? And then now you have like there's no eye patch, he's got the beard, he's limping, like it feels like he's, you know, maybe past his prime, like what they're saying. Like I don't like this new old Nick Fury. Yeah. It's not gonna work. If you don't have your footing,
he's a lot more lackadaisical. He feels a little bit more like Jules from Pulp Fiction, and like that one scene's like, you know, you get to lie once. Everyone gets one. They don't get two. That feels more a little Pulp Fiction-y than Nick Fury we've seen.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then there was seemingly, I'm not really sure exactly what they said, but when he embraced Talos when they first got back together, and they talked about how Soren loved you, I just want to check. Have we had Soren as a Skrull?
Is that one of the ones from back with?
Yeah, I think
Carol
so.
Danvers?
Let me just double check because Soren's also the name of the main antagonist from Mass Effect 1, and I got really excited. And I'd be like, you know.
And then you're like, oh, what am I supposed to be thinking about? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen
Captain Marvel. Yeah. Soren is a Skrull and wife of Talos, so it was Talos' wife.
Because I think it's those two who were.
So Soren is the mother they're talking about.
Yeah.
Soren loved you.
I think those are the two that we saw in Far From Home as well, right? Because I think there was Maria and there was Fury, but they were both Skrulls, I think. I think that was Soren and Talos there.
It was. You're right. Now that I see especially the picture and stuff, I remember.
Does that help?
Yeah. Yeah, it does for me.
Soren.
She was Maria Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Soren dies. That's what has Talos contact Maria Hill to bring Nick back from SABRE.
Well, I don't think it's
right.
I think that's an element that brings him back, is what they're talking about. But Talos is looking at this bomb war thing that he's trying to stop, and I think that's why.
Yeah.
He comes across Maria Hill, loops her in on what's going on, and then I think the Soren is one of the reasons he comes back, though. Mm-hmm. It might not just be because of the bomb.
Yeah. And then Gaia, played by Emilia Clarke, she would have been... She was in Captain Marvel then, too, right?
What, did they have a kid?
Yeah.
I feel like they had a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yep. On the spaceship at the end of that movie.
Sounds right.
I think I've only seen Captain Marvel twice. I may need to do a rewatch. So the Skrulls feel disenfranchised because Nick Fury left, and like their person that was looking out for them is gone, and now younger Skrulls are like, why don't we just take this world as our own? Right? I don't know. It seems like Gravik, like he seems like he's, I don't know. I feel like there's something extra there. Like we haven't been presented with it yet, but he has like almost like the sadness to him, as opposed to like a radical personality. Does that make sense? I mean, I don't know. There just seems like there's an extra layer of depth the actor's bringing to it that, like, he's not like gloating and, you know, being the alpha. Like it feels like he's got some responsibility behind him. I don't know. I'm interested to learn more about him.
Is it more like what was her name? Infus Nest from the Smashers or whatever they were?
Yeah, the Flag Smashers.
Yeah, like she wasn't like super, I don't know, grand with a lot of her stuff. Like there was like a sadness in what they were doing, but I felt like they had to do it at the same time, maybe.
And I know there was a whole like pandemic storyline cut from Falcon the Winter Soldier too, so there was that going on. I don't really know if I have like the full thing with her.
Sure.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's kind of similarity there.
We have SABRE in some fashion up in space. We saw Fury up in space before, but I don't know what all SABRE has. What all they can do, and I wonder if we'll dive into that more with I don't know any of the other movies or anything.
Yeah, Space Station.
We haven't seen
Fantastic Four. Maybe
we haven't seen Guardians yet. They are in space, but usually they're further away from Earth.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is usually up in space and around Earth, so that could work maybe too if we dive into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to see like SABRE doing their thing, and maybe their influence could go further than Earth. So like if we do have things like Guardians or what other, I mean even Captain Marvel or the Marvels, right? The Marvels will probably see more SABRE stuff involved in that. I would imagine.
Maybe. I love Olivia Colman, and this episode showed me why. She just, I don't know, she has this like levity to the MI6 director or whatever she's meant to be. I don't know if she's meant to be director or just an agent, high ranking or whatever, but she's playing Sonia Fallsworth, and she seems pretty formidable.
If going now you mean find what they have and follow them to their base, then I agree.
Yeah.
No, I like
it. It's just, I've mainly seen her in The Crown, and by nature of playing a British royal, especially a monarch, she doesn't get to do like the political stuff or the power stuff because, you know, the queen is meant to be impartial and separate and you know, not part of the decision-making process, you know, because of their constitutional monarchy and stuff. So it's just cool to see her like a lot more proactive in doing stuff and bringing her little special blend to it. I like it.
I wonder if we'll get Ross in this or not.
I don't know. He was also a special guest star.
Yeah. Both special guest stars they killed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they didn't kill the real Ross. They killed the Skrull Ross.
Skrull Ross.
So, but does that mean that they have him? Like, how does that work? Like, Gravik doesn't have Fury, but he looked like Fury.
Yeah.
And so he looked like Fury now, and he hasn't been on Earth for a while.
He probably, you can look like anybody, but you can't take their mind, I suppose, unless you've done that thing and they're hooked up to that stuff, maybe. So they had Ross, but maybe not all of Ross's memories?
You think?
I don't know.
I just wondered, because like they had that, they had this electrocuting their head thing, and I'm like, is that a part of being able to take their memories, or is that like a stasis trap, like torture thing where they can't go anywhere? I don't know, because they had many people still just being like shocked and no one was taking their memories, you know?
So they're saying warriors always stay in their disguise?
From what I understood from Emilia, it was something like it helps keep their, I think they called it a shell, right? Like their human form. It makes it more real and harder to be disguised in. So I imagine it's like a muscle. Like the more you use it, the stronger it is and the better it is. So the more you stay in your forms, the less likely you are to get caught out of it or whatever. Or maybe it also takes endurance too to use.
Maybe. Like, do you think? Like, is it like flexing a muscle to stay disguise. Because, like, Talos brought up, like, I'm actually considered very good-looking in Skrulls. But Skrulls, by nature of being shapeshifters, like, there theoretically shouldn't be any bad-looking ones, because they all look whatever they want to look like. Right? Like,
sure.
It's like having a whole race of, Tom Cruises or something.
But he's also talking about looking like a Skrull, right?
Yeah.
And that's when I asked, too, about, like, can a Skrull look like another Skrull? Or is it only like, they can only look like humans?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's like the flexing thing, right? Because you just can't stay flexed all the time. So, like, if you do a Skrull nose job on yourself and then you, like, oh, fucking, oh my God, I didn't know your nose was like that.
His nose get flaccid?
You just, like, keep your real nose, like, a secret from your wife the whole life or something,
Yeah, I guess. No, I don't know what all the rules of the Skrulls are. And we haven't dove into that too much in the past.
Or if we have, I don't remember it.
I feel like it was just little elements of like things shape change, but we didn't know what. So maybe we'll get more of that information here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amelia Clark Gaia said something where it's like it keeps it harder to tell who's who when you stay in your human form, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Talos is just always in it.
Yeah.
Or someone else. He's either whoever he is now.
Sure.
Right? I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Or he's someone else, like the Russian guy.
That was just the agent he replaced from Captain Marvel, right?
Is that who that is?
Keller? Was that his name? I can't remember now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He called him Agent Keller or something like that. It's a good way, too.
He's 136 years old.
It's a good way, too, of being able to, like, if you want to have a fight, you could literally put anybody in there and have them fight someone, and it's that character, but it can look like, it can just be a stunt double, you know? You can just, I'm going to look like that guy. Who's that guy? I don't know. And I'm going to fight you as this guy. And now
that's a great gag for a shape-shifting movie where, like, the audience knows they do it, so I just turn into whoever I need to be, so I can literally, my stunt double becomes me,
Like, you turn into, like, Jackie Chan, and you're punching, doing... Yeah. You can just use Jackie Chan to, like, do all the cool shit Jackie Chan does, And everyone's just gonna be like, well, that's just Eric, because he shapeshifted to look like Jackie Chan. Like, it's such a fun way of being able to
love the idea of, like, I, like, jump off a roof, and then it's just a guy that's clearly not me, and just hits the ground, and then I'm like, oh, God, I get up. But it makes sense.
Yeah, you could do that. So this is a fun way of, like, utilizing that.
That's funny.
I thought the fights were pretty good. There was some cuttiness to some stuff, but the camera was better with the cutting.
I prefer less cuts just so we can let the choreography breathe. But if it is going to be that cutty, which, like you said, it was, at least the angles really sold the lines and the hits. And it wasn't jarring.
It wasn't a one-for-one either.
No.
It wasn't like one punch cut.
Yeah.
There was at least a little bit of wiggle room in there.
And I liked all the, like, ground work, like they like just like tussle on the ground and get up because they are so strong, just like sitting there doing haymakers. Like, no, they're gonna get in there and they're gonna grapple.
And there was some but there was some camera work in there too that you could notice where, like, what was it? Was it for a gun or something like that? There was a moment where, like, the camera was here on these guys, and, like, there was movement that went this way, and the camera, like, went, like, it kind of moved with it.
Yeah, that was cool,
and it was really good too. So
I like that. I liked the stairway shot. Going up, watching them two go up the stairs,
I wish it went higher and a little faster.
Yep.
I don't know. There's something about it, like, felt like I was falling behind them. And then it was like click, 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 and it went fast, and like the lights came on, and I don't figure anyone was running then. It was just lights. But I wanted to kind of like follow them for like 2 or 3 flights.
Gotcha.
Before we lost them.
So you didn't like it?
It was okay. It was weird being like.
You thought it was the worst thing you ever saw?
Yeah. That's what I said.
Interesting.
And they're immune to radiation. Skrulls.
Radioactivity.
So I guess that makes sense why if they do have a dirty bomb, which I don't know if these ones are dirty.
They were not.
Or if they got the dirty bomb stuff, the bags they were in is what they're using as the bait, and they just blow stuff up to cause problems. And then we use something else as a dirty bomb elsewhere.
Yeah, like, what was their goal? Like,
well, they said they wanted to start a war with U.S., but I don't know how this correlates to a U.S. attack.
So they're using, you know what? Because that one guy they said was part of America against Russia, right? The guy that we saw get turned or taken, and they took his memories.
Okay,
so they're going to blame that on America to cause the
also
war.
Maybe having Maria there dead can be like, look, Americans are located.
That makes so much more sense. What they're doing is they're trying to cause a nuclear war. They're not going to shoot it. It's just going to happen, right? Because America and Russia.
It's pushing that Cold War idea to where now it's not cold, right?
Yeah.
Even Nick Fury referenced the Cold War.
He did. Yeah. So. Okay. That's probably what direction they're going in then.
That makes more sense.
And then they just get to survive as long as they're not in the blast radius. So, okay. You think the clock fetish will come back? It was an interesting detail about like the circus and stuff that I'm like, huh. I wonder if that's like laying a seat for something.
Like she used to be in the circus?
Yeah, just seemed like an odd thing to.
Maybe she's like
very
your flexible or contortionist.
I suppose.
Right?
I don't want to go that way, but maybe. Yeah.
Doing some shit.
Why would maybe? What? Can you imagine like someone kicks in your door like freeze it, and you just disappear behind your desk? Where they could be anywhere. That would freak me out. Freeze! And then just disappear.
You start shooting?
Yeah, you just hear like.
No, I don't know. I don't know why they mentioned the clock and the circus thing.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I think he was just like mentioning things and touching stuff and doing things so that she wouldn't think of like the ally.
She doesn't see this. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do you think she knows about the ally and is feeding him information now?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I want to give Nick Fury something.
Yeah.
And she didn't believe that he got caught on purpose.
He is being underestimated.
I believe he got caught on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm going to walk. Why are you going on a walk?
Yeah.
Get caught and taken by people to talk to him.
Yeah.
That's why.
The Crisis of Faith storyline, I think, is interesting, right? Like, Nick Fury is the guy that I will plan for every contingency.
Sure.
That's why he creates the Avengers, because I see the threat coming. Nothing, you know, there's nothing I can't not prepare for. But something as powerful as Thanos and as powerful as the Infinity Stones gives the snap, and everything that you worked for is gone.
Yeah, everything you built up is gone. You've lost so many of your heroes that were supposed to be here to fight this.
So then he just goes up to SABRE and he's just lost.
I get his point, but I also blame the U.S. government, because if our heroes hadn't been as divided as they were from the Civil War stuff and the Accords and all that kind of stuff, we might have stood a better chance of stopping and going after Thanos. But instead, we were divided, fighting amongst ourselves, and we didn't have everyone at 100%.
That's true.
So I think Nick Fury, I get what he means, but I think the government maybe should listen to him more.
Maybe. Yeah. Yep. We have a, is that a new president?
Yeah, the last one was, dang, what was his name?
I remember him. He was in S.H.I.E.L.D. and he was in Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, yeah.
But that's been...
I always think of like the T-1000, but he wasn't the T-1000. He was the other guy who was also in Die Hard 2. They were both in it.
This guy played a character in Friends that liked Rachel. He was like a dude that worked at Ralph Lauren. He had like a deeper voice, and
really,
it was when Rachel had her baby.
Her baby? Huh?
Yeah. I can't remember his name right now, but I remember his face. And just Google President and Iron Man 3.
I always find him so quick on this usually. Wait, what am I looking at? Why is Kevin Feige on this list? What the hell?
There.
Iron Man 3 on
William Sadler played President Ellis.
Sadler, that's it. Sadler.
President Ellis was Iron Man 3, also in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And President in Secret Invasion. See, I feel comfortable Googling this because there's no information out there.
Yeah, I know. You know who Sadler was, right?
Dermot Mulroney as Ritson. President Ritson.
Ritson. But Sadler played Grim Reaper.
Yeah, and Bill and Ted. He totally did. You're right.
I think of that and of in Die Hard 2, for some reason Sadler and who was the T-1000? What was his name?
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Why can I not think of his name right now? Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick. Like, for some reason, back when they were younger, I would confuse them a lot.
Gotcha.
And in Die Hard 2, they're both in it.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh, it's him. No, wait, it's him. Wait, didn't he die? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gavin Mitchell was his character in Friends. You remember this guy? That was it. That's him, right? That's the president? Go.
Okay.
Well, we can't go back. Yeah. Yeah, Gavin. That's the name.
President Ritson.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for there to be a new president because Iron Man 3 happened before the snap.
Yeah.
You know? And like 5 years later, even if you had been the president, you probably shouldn't be the president anymore.
Nope.
Because he was president for a while.
Yep.
All right. Well, I also don't know how Cheeto's going to be involved in this. Like, he was there for a second. you know? Like, hey, Nick Fury, Maria Hill, no one's talking to me.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be the liaison to the American government because Nick Fury is operating independently now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if SABRE... I mean, I'm sure it has American funding, but I'm not sure.
Well, because there's no S.H.I.E.L.D. now, right?
Yeah.
Officially. They kind of brought it back in S.H.I.E.L.D. in a way.
Yeah, but then there's all these things about it being like its own off-branch timeline thing and not part of the MCU
sure,
anymore.
But then there's also like the helicarrier showed up and like, oh, this is S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
that's back when there was a lot of synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they made the helicarrier and brought it back.
I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's probably one of my favorite Marvel things ever.
It's great.
But I'm not like expecting, like, it would be great if he just like, I have some old friends I need some, the people I trust, and it is Fitzsimmons, you know.
We need someone to fix all that.
Yeah.
Kevin! Guys, thank you so much for watching Secret Invasion with us. There will be more, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. We'll also be having Q&As, not for this one, but in future ones. So make sure you follow us over on Twitter. You can find links to everything in the description below, full length, all that. We'll see you guys next time.